What's going on? What up? What up? What up? It's Friday, and you know I gotta drop a video for you guys. So today, ain't much to talk about. Shitty price action today. Made a little bit, but nothing crazy. Yesterday was a beautiful day. Beautiful price action yesterday. I think Wednesday was good too. I dropped a video for the private group on Wednesday. They got to see the trade that I took there, and we talked about some of the stuff. I forgot what we went over, but that video is on my page. But you'll only be able to see it if you're part of the group. So go ahead and hit that join button. But today, I really wanted to talk about stop losses. Right? Where do I put my stop loss? When I'm trading, you should definitely be using a stop loss. But where do you place that stop loss, right? In order for you not to get swept out of the trade, especially if you're trading Nasdaq, man. Nasdaq loves to play games, right? So where do we put that stop loss, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to jump on the charts. I'm going to show you guys some examples. I'll even show you from some of the trades that I took, right? And yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit, where I want to put that, where you would want to put that stop loss overall, right? And some of the best practices that I use overall for that. So let's go ahead and jump on the charts. All right, so we're on the charts here, right? So let's scroll over to, let's say, I'm gonna do this in terms of examples, right? So let's say you wanted to get long in here, right? Where do I put my stop loss? So say you saw this come down. You wanted to wait for the longs. You missed this initial long, and you're waiting for a pullback to come, right? Where do I place my stop loss once I get in right here, right? So typically, if I'm trying to get in here, I'm scrolling to the 1 minute, and I'm trying to get in as low as possible on this trade, right? And of course, what did I just do? Of course, I'm waiting, and this was a trade that I took, right? I'm looking for a swept of the daily fib, waiting for us to come down, and for a bullish 5 minute to come out of there, right? And once I see this candle, I'd probably get in this trade, right? So I'd probably get in this trade pretty low. So this is easy, right? We got a double bottom right here, double bottom right here. So you get in right here. Obviously, you get it in here, right? Targeting whatever, the highs. I would probably target this high right here, right? And that would have hit. So 57 points, let's say. Say you're trying to get out up here. So your risk would be just down here. So you'd be risking 15 points on this to make about 48 points, because I would be targeting these highs right here, right? Or a little bit before the highs, because typically it comes right to it and then start flushing back down. But you'd obviously place your stop right below these wicks. I'd give it one or two little points here and leave it there, right? Because this invalidates the trade. So you want your stop loss somewhere that tells you, like, hey, after we go up, if it comes back down through here, the trade is over. I'm invalidated. That means I'm wrong, and that's okay. Maybe I'll find another entry, or I'm completely looking at it the opposite way, right? So that's fine. Put your stop at an invalidation point. But let's say you wanted to wait, and you waited, and you got in up here, right? Now, and you're targeting, say you're targeting up here. That hits, of course, but it's a longer trade, right? A lot of people would put their stops down here. And on this trade, you got lucky. It didn't hit it. It came down all the way down through here and didn't hit it. That's fine. That's close. But I mean, I'd be worried like a motherfucker. I probably would have closed it out up here anyway. But like, you see what the market can do. Like, if you're having too tight of a stop and you're not putting it at invalidation point, because even if this came down and it came through here and bounced off a daily fib again, that still doesn't mean, that doesn't tell you that you're wrong on a trade, right? So you this is not a valid, like, to me, it's not a valid place to put the stop, right? So if you're gonna get in up there, if you're gonna wait that long and get it up there, you're gonna have a bigger risk on the table, right? So my risk is gonna be down here, and that's 30 points. I'm I I'm I don't know if I would risk 30 points. I think the most I would risk is 25 points, but I don't wait for this entry. I probably would let this go and wait for it to come back down again. But this is what I'm saying. Like, you gotta wait a little, not wait, but you gotta put your stops at invalidation spots, right? It's not about a point value, right? So don't just go, hey, I'm risking 25 points and that's all I'm gonna risk, and I don't care, from wherever I get in, I'm gonna risk 25 points. Don't do that, because it can hit that 25, especially on NASDAQ, it can hit that and still continue from, like, and your trade can still be good. You can still be right on the trade. The point value does not invalidate your trade. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. The point value doesn't invalidate your trade, just like an R&R, right? A lot of people do, I'm only gonna do a 1-to-2, a 1-to-1. The 1-to-1 doesn't invalidate your trade because it's not at an invalidation point. You have to put your stop somewhere where if it goes through there, you're wrong on the trade. If it runs through your stop, you're wrong, right? So put it in a place where, hey, yeah, it's more of a risk, but that's why I try to get this entry. I try to get this entry even, and I'll be willing to risk this, right? The ultimate lows. So I'll give you guys another example, right? Another trade that I took. Boom. We tap a settlement. I shorted up here, targeting this low right here. This low right here, right? So boom. Short position. This was all yesterday. Was this yesterday? No. What time is this? Nope, that's not the trade. Give me 1 second. Let's scroll over here. This is yesterday. Where's the short I took yesterday? Where is it? Is it all open? No, right here. I think this is it. Right here. All right, this was the short. Right about here. This was the short that I took. No, that shit was at open. I'm tripping. My bad, guys. So this was the short that I took yesterday, right? Previous day high. I took a short. I think my entry was somewhere within this candle here, right? We came up, swept daily fib. We pushed above it, and I was like, damn, this shit's going, right? Look at this candle. And then we stopped right at previous day high from yesterday. It was a little bit lower, stopped right at previous day high. Boom, I took a short, and my target was right here. This was it. About 60 points right here. And all my risk was, these dogs. All my risk was up here, right on top of daily fib. I said, if we go back up there, then I'm wrong. We're probably gonna continue to go up, right? So I was only risking about 10 points on this, and it invalidated my trade. If you look over here, I'm pretty sure, anyways, all right, let's not scroll too much, but this invalidated my trade, right? This is all I wanted, this low right here. So I got in down here, got out over here, and was out of the trade. I put the trade in a spot that it invalidates me and lets me know, hey, if we come through here, you are wrong on the trade. You have to put it in a place where if the trade goes through there, you are probably most likely wrong, right? Sometimes NQ does all these sweeps and things like that, back and forth, but really put it in a spot that makes sense, right? There's another, look at this trade right here, right? You get in through here, boom, stops right here. I wouldn't put it down here. I would put it under all these little wicks right here, all the way down here. I'd put it down here, because then I'm really in, because it, like, NQ can do all these little wick things. You see, if you got it right here, you see how many times it came through here, right? But that still doesn't tell you you're wrong on the trade. It will tell you you're wrong when this whole thing gets broken through. These wicks get broken through, right? But right there, it's holding. So you're risking a little bit more right? But that's why you got to have, valid entries, good entries, right? Look for those entry criteria. You're looking for those bullish candles, right, to really show you the momentum in the trade turning around, right? So look for those. Put your trades at invalidation points. Don't just do it because of point value, because that doesn't make sense at all. It still doesn't tell you you're wrong. All that's going to happen, and that used to happen before, to me before, is going to keep getting you in and out the trade, in and out the trade, in and out the trade. And next thing you know, you're down $500 because you got chopped up for 20, 30 points back and forth, right? So put it at a point where, hey, even if you're risking 30 points, and it shows you you're wrong, that could be your 1 or 2 trade on the day. Instead of getting chopped up back and forth, I'm only gonna risk 10 points. I'm only gonna risk 10 points. Not saying have a larger stop, but have it at invalidation points. Okay. That's really all I have for you guys. If you want more info on this, hit the join button. I'm dropping more videos on there. It also has the link to my Discord that I talk to you guys in. So I'll have that thing in there with the Discord on everything where you guys could ask questions. We jump on there on Sundays. We talk about things. So join up. And yeah, this is the video I wanted to talk about today, just invalidation point, putting your stops at invalidation point. Don't get swept out the trades because you want to keep a tight little stop loss. It has to make sense. It has to make sense. But thank you guys so much. Happy Friday. We got the holidays coming up. It's lit. It's exciting. The year's almost over. Trying to finish strong here with My Funded Future, Top Step, and my personal account. I am going to drop a video soon here on My Funded Futures. I have been trading with them. It's been a blast. It's been fun. I like this experience so far. I haven't received a payout from them yet, but I will soon, I promise you. So thank you guys again for subscribing. Really appreciate you guys. Peace.